we live? Happy Easter! It is bright and early on Easter morning. Good morning. How are you doing? Let me open up the chat over here. Nobody knows we're here. It is 6:30 and 6:40 in the morning. I've been up for 2 hours. Got the Easter baskets made. I got the eggs all boiled for later. And there's nothing to do and no one's awake. So I thought, why don't we get our next hours in? If you didn't notice, I stopped calling it the next 24 hours because it's never 24 hours. It's always like 18 to like the 47-ish. Good morning. I just woke up. I mean, you know, Colby, he said, why do I wake up at 3:33? There's a whole internet rabbit hole that would be glad to have you if you were to type in, why do I wake up at 3:33? Something about, I have gone partially down that rabbit hole. Something about the 3s and the 6 and the 9s are portals. What do you mean it's 10 minutes ago? Oh, it's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock in the morning where you are? What are you doing up? Go to bed. Ziploc, what's up? Jade, happy Easter. Good morning. Everybody has their coffee? The only tribe news I have is there is one deck left. Kind of almost want to keep that one as a backup. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, well, unless somebody snags it in the next hour, I'm going to keep the last deck just in case. Maybe I'll do a giveaway or something with it, or maybe I screwed up the order, or I don't know. I feel like I should have an extra. So if nobody goes and orders that in the next 30 minutes, they're sold out. I got 2 mukbangs left too. There's like 4 or 5 of you that I've been trying to, that I've emailed. I'm just waiting to hear back from you about when you want to schedule. Also, I know I said I do them on Sundays. I had nothing to do for 2 weeks. I'm on spring break, so we don't have to schedule them on Sundays if you don't wanna. And if we do rotate to do some of them during the weeks, that means I have more slots. So let me know what you want to do. I'm booked up from now until Tuesday for sure. All right, let's get started. Fairies of the future. I almost took a minute to sit there and answer Fletcher, and then I realized that I don't care. Wait a second. All of a sudden, I'm all hot and bothered. Fairies of the future. What does that even mean? So we have a person here who may be about where their future is going. Chanel, you don't have to delete him for saying that. All he said was, I'm smart. You don't have to, you don't have to time him out for saying nice things. Okay. And he also wanted to know, would I rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? Oh! You dirty bird! I can't believe you made me say that! Okay, good job. This is why I'm not a mod. I went off into the scientific realm with that. I'm like, you can't watch the popliteal area of your leg grow because it all grows together. How dare you fucking make me say that? It's Easter! God, I walked right into that one. I'm sorry. They tricked me. I did not do that on purpose. Well, because I'm just got out of Gross Anatomy 2 where I took apart a real knee. Of course, that's where I would think about that because I'm not a fucking twat waffle like that one. I would never say that. That's why I fell for it, because my brain doesn't put that kind of stupid shit together. So the troll run. Does somebody want to go get on the nest and let everyone know that the Easter trolls have arisen and are doing the bothering and have already made me say some stupid shit? Thank you, mods. The bus has arrived. I know. So my options are to shut the, because I can't see the chat on my phone because I'm blind. So Colby, go get some coffee. Okay, I need you. It might be 3 o'clock in Oregon, but it's troll time up in Dharma's house. Thank you. That was unreasonable. Please don't make me say mean things. I'm not like that. That's why I was able to fall for that. Asshole. All right. Okay. Okay. Colby's tapping in. All right, here we go. So let me just get the rest of the story and then we'll start over. Yeah, Ronald, it is in regards to a goddess named Esther, Esther. And Esther is the goddess of fertility and birth and the new things. And it's talking about when the spring comes in. And that's where the bunnies and all of the eggs and the bunnies come from. All of the Easter baskets and the Easter bunny and all that shit that we do on this Christian holiday. It's so that we can remember the pagan goddess Easter. Go Google it. Well, Ronald said Easter is a pagan holiday created by the ancient Romans. I think what he means to say is Easter is a pagan celebration republished as a Catholic holiday. It doesn't really matter. Okay, you have to understand that if you're coming into Dharma's house, into this space, we don't care what you believe. Just be nice to folks, okay? Everyone is entitled to their own beliefs and their own whatever that you, if you're trying, the idea is if you're trying to be a good person, you're good with us. If you're going to be a full-fledged douche canoe, we will see you to the door. Your personal beliefs are not for us to judge because we do not have the experiences that you have. Technically, I am Roman Catholic. My confirmation name is Cecilia, who is the patron saint of arts and entertainment. She still hangs out with me, can you tell? Gypsy Heresy Fest. Bro, I just gave you real, actual human fact of the actual history of humans and their facts. How in the fuck does that make me a heretic? Especially since when I agreed with you. Boy, sit down. It's too early for this. Okay. The things we do to get back in the algorithm every once in a while, am I right? Okay, so we have a lover and a fighter. One person who is coming out, this is probably the masculine, they're coming out as a Romeo character. This Romeo. They're the stone man. These cars that are made in black and white, they are made of stone. So he kind of sits and watches and gazes and does a whole lot more longing than actual movement and action. And he comes along with the hobjab, which is that fucking voice in your head that gives you the anxiety. He's trying to like be a lover and to do the poetic things, but he's got, they're all gonna laugh at you, all of that in their head. Do you remember the Adam Sandler skit? They're all gonna laugh at you. That's what's going on in his head. And then you have a feminine over here who is a full-fledged bad bitch. This is roses are red, lava is hot. I invite you. You tried to try me, I think the fuck not. I don't know. She looks mad, or also like, you better have a full fucking paragraph of what in the actual F before you talk to me, fool. That's why he's like, they're all going to laugh at me, because it's almost like, what is this one going to say to this one? And it's in regards to the future. But it feels like that's probably where the anxiety comes from, because if this one, who is a poet, who's a lover, not a fighter, right, is getting ready to go up against that one, and I don't know what I mean by go up against. It feels like just a conversation. This one will, you know, scratch your eyes out. And you have the healer in the middle, which likely leads me to believe that these two people need to do some kind of healing within their relationship. And can I just go off on a tangent before? Okay, this is probably going to piss some people off, but that's what I do. Okay, I know how to make a bitch mad, don't I? Yeah. So I was trying to mind my own business and have coffee. All right, and this is in terms of healing a relationship, right? And I got stuck on the stupid video feed things, the reel skis that the kids use these days, where the videos are like just long enough to keep their very, very short attention spans. What are they called? You get like 30-second videos in a row, and they do it on the TikTok, but they also have it on the YouTube. Reels, shorts, little videos. Anyway, you don't get to pick what you see. And somehow or other, I got down just trying to drink my coffee of this, I almost said this bitch, this girl, gorgeous woman, okay, but her channel or her reel, whatever, is talking about healing, all about healing. And I was like, okay, I'm down. And so I looked at one of her reels, and then you're talking like thousands or hundreds of hours worth of content with this woman talking about her breakup and how he's a narcissist and how the other woman is all of this shit and how she's moving on through healing and she's doing all of, and I kept like this has been going on for a couple of days, and I keep coming across her shit until finally today I said something like, sis, this is not healing. Like, I don't know how you got in my feed, and I don't know how this is happening, but this is not healing. Getting on the internet every single day and saying something about a narcissist, how you got wronged, how fucking upset you are, how everything is awful now because some other woman did this or did that to you, holding zero accountability for the self. Reel after reel after reel. I'm sad, I'm hurt, I'm angry, everything is awful, it's everyone else's fault, blah, 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 blah. So finally I was like, sis, this is not healing. I am sorry for you, but healing, this is you pushing replay on your misery and collecting dopamine hits from it. Fucking stop. If you want to heal, nothing that motherfucker. Nothing him. Do you have any idea how happy it makes a narcissist to know that you have a whole fucking website dedicated to how bad he hurt you? Talk about give the narcissist a whole bunch of fucking gold stars every single day. Raise your hands for who thinks I'm right about that. All I'm saying is that if you're actually going to heal from something, you put it down. Healing is not picking it back up and talking about how horrible it is every day. Healing is saying, this sucked. I'm better than this. Kersplash. I put my hair back, something about my nails. Baby, what you working with? Good as hell. That's healing. Take a note from Lizzo, my bitches. I'm just saying, it's Easter. Rise again. So anyway, in the upcoming hours, you have a person who probably knows that you're like that. Have taken all of your last fucks and thrown them into the bog of eternal stench. And now they're coming at you while you look at them like this. Can I help you? And they're all easy peasy. What are they gonna say here? Seven of Swords. Ace of Cups. Oh. I mean, this one kind of got me in the feels a little. Thank you for saying that, Empress Center. I still feel bad about that. I should know better than to repeat stuff that I see in the chat because the kids these days are rotten. This is kind of sad. God, I keep hearing this song that I absolutely hate. And honey, why you calling me so late? 'Cause my girl's in the next room. Sometimes I wish it was you. Like, yo, you better not be fucking calling me. You better not. That's probably what had happened, something like that. For that earworm to come up in there, that's probably what has already happened. And that's why you nothing this person, literally nothing them. Can I help you? They don't, Seven of Swords, they don't want you to know that there's big love there. They're also a little scared of you. They should be. Listen, if you're gonna be a dude that we vibe with the spirit animal of the raven, which is the one, the message bringer, the omen, the one that pays attention to shit. A raven can figure you out just by watching you for just a little while. Ravens don't have to watch very long before they figure out how to do the trick. They just pay attention for a few minutes, right? And this one has figured that one out. And now they're like, so, I feel like I want to talk about grilling out some hot dogs. If a person is with another person, just say it. I don't think that, Angel, I don't think they're actually with another person right now. When I hear a clip, it's just another validation of where they probably are coming from. Yeah. See, I think that, I feel like that's why I went on, I didn't mean to go off on that girl. And I told her that I felt bad for her and all this and that, but it, sister to sister, that's not healing. Right? And I feel like someone here, this doesn't necessarily look like healing either. You thought you could try me. I think the fuck not. Roses are red. Lava is hot. That's not really healing either. That's if you come over here, you're going to meet my long sword. That's not healing either. But how do you cooperate with a person who has done you fucking dirty and you still have to, like, cooperate with them? How can you do the nothing, okay, to somebody if they come over on Easter? I don't know either. We don't have the answers. We have the questions, okay? All right, so what happens here? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? They are worried that you won't play with them. The dolphins talk about the play. Why do dolphins mate? For pleasure. But this one here comes out with double anxiety. And listen, like, I mean, maybe it's because of the Capricorn moon. Maybe it's because of some kind of propulsion with the Venus and the Mercury going in the retrograde, okay? And then I read on a rabbit hole somewhere that for like 3 weeks, it's like a fast forward moving of energy, and people like, and now is a really, really good time to manifest or something. Go on your own rabbit hole. So this one is like, I said no, no means no. I said no, no means no. Just because, I mean, we talked about this on the moon. It's like this one, they don't want you to know how much they love you. Motherfucker, right there is your problem. You don't want her to know that you love her, and then you're curious why she's done with you. This is a curious case of you're a pussy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? What I meant was, what I meant was, how in the world can you expect this one to believe you if you're going to lie to her about the entire premise of the relationship? If you love her, tell her. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're going to hide behind the coward coat, go over there by yourself. But if you want that, particularly a woman who is looking at you like that, that is a woman who has absolutely had all of the bullshit that she's willing to put up with from that one. And they're still going to come up in here and pretend like they don't want her. Mess with the bulls, you get the what? You play with fire, what happens? You fuck around, what comes next? I'm just saying, I feel like maybe this one here thinks it's rocket science when really it's on account of the capital P word, which we talked about. So how's about you put on your big boy boots and tell this bitch that you want her. Otherwise, stop coming around. I feel like it's that simple. I feel like they don't like that answer very much. I mean, I don't want to pull the cards or I'm like, what's the advice, you know, any of that, because it really, I mean, everybody's situation is different. The point is that the vibe is that this person is coming at you still trying to pretend like they don't care. And she's not going to put up with that. And if this one here has put up boundaries, like don't come around my fucking bubble, and then they still come up in here with BS, the answer is you're going to be turned away at the door. I don't give a fuck what holiday is. It doesn't matter. Legit does not matter. I think that women in general are sick of these dudes trying to figure it out. It's not rocket science. You learned how to be with women in kindergarten. We don't pull people's hair. We don't steal. We play nice with each other and we say please and thank you and show our friends equal respect. You literally have to do just those couple of things and you can keep a woman. I don't know why there's confusion. I feel like basic human courtesy. Ooh, circuit training. This summer, up at school, I have an hour and a half break for lunch every single day. I think I'm going to go to the gym and walk. My fucking fancy iWatch, okay? it does the yelling at me. It calls me sedentary. I sat down to lock in and study, okay, and be a good doctor, all right? And I like got the fuck after it. I mean, I studied hard. And my watch beeped at me and said, "Do you know that you're fucking sedentary and you don't do anything?" I'm like, I'm trying to study. Like, don't call me sedentary. Get Fletcher the fuck out of here. You're gone. You're not allowed to be here anymore. No time to, I'll do it myself. Walk the plank, bitch. You do not get to treat people like that. Okay. This is later on. My watch is rude. It's like, you know, you're a big fat sedentary bitch that never drinks any water. Yeah. It beeps at me and says, stand up. You must stand up or you will die. I'm like, sorry, I need to fucking memorize every single artery in the brain. I'm busy. But anyway, my point is, I can do that. I can put my iPad on a treadmill and sit there and walk and get in my... I don't think that I would need 10,000 steps. I'm fucking 6 feet tall and I'm not that overweight. So I don't think that I would need 10,000 full steps. Okay, so... God, there is a huge ball of energy headed your way. Huge. Between you and someone who are friends, but you have a telepathic relationship with each other. Your guides and angels and your teams talk to each other. This is soul tribe shit. And it's a friend of yours, but they are... It feels like, I don't know if they're pacing back and forth or if they are watching, or it feels a little like green with envy only because Luathos is green, but also that's somebody, he's going to get you one way or another. But there is something happening with a whole collective, right? They all kind of look alike. And it feels like maybe you can be seen, or have you ever been like just minding your own business and then from the background felt like you were being watched? You could feel it. Well, you are. By someone that, a friend of yours that you have a pretty serious telepathic relationship with. What happens? Okay, so whoever this Luathos, it feels like there's green everywhere. Or shrubbery. With a herring, right? This is the knights who say Ni, Ping, and Ni Wong, okay? I feel like there's battle and playing. This kind of, like, the vibes that I'm getting, it feels kind of like the equivalent of, like, my boys in the yard, like, beating each other with pseudo swords. They sound like the knights who say Ni, right? But it feels like there's is a watcher. But they have so many fucking thoughts going through their head, like they don't know what to... There they go. Paid, and then they're like, okay, fine. I'm not even looking anymore, sassy. The BS that rolled up in here at 6:45, I almost stopped it. And do the yoga, and do the yoga. With my black yoga pants on. This is an air sign. You might both be air signs. Like a yoga with the... No, you might be... It feels like relaxing, sitting around. If you haven't heard the yoga song, I will play it for you on the nest. She's talking about having her black yoga pants on. Raise the hands for how many of us have on black yoga pants right now. All of us. It's a fairy tale. So you might be sitting around just maybe like watching the glee happen, okay, with the trampolines and the swads and whatever it is that you are planning on doing today, right? And you're having this, like, I guess thought, I mean, it feels like a thought comes in your mind and it's like this. That's how telepathy works, especially if you're not controlling it. You'll be minding your own business and then you'll start thinking about someone else. And it's because they're thinking about you. You have tuned into their frequency and their frequency is on your frequency. And that's how it, and the more telepathic you are with someone, the more you guys think about each other. So this person's probably pretty into you because of the, if you're able to just turn it on and like think about them as soon as they want you to, it is, you have a pretty significant connection or attachment with this person. So, but you're like daydreaming, sitting there, tra-la-la-di-day, daydreaming about, and but it's like you're saying to yourself, it is probably unlikely, and you're just eating all your kids' chocolate. Oh, well, right? Thinking that you're just going to move on. And I'm not sure why I said thinking that you're going to move on. Amen, Cameron. We are allowed to say amen. It's okay to say amen. I said omen. Amen. 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 Take me to church and I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your lives. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that deathless death, the good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church and I'll worship like a God at the sign of your life. I love that. It's Hosier. Maybe this person is just ready for a new beginning with you. They've been lonely. They miss you. There's baggage. So they do decide to speak out, but I think that the point of all this is you're going to be able to feel them. I'm a pagan of the good times. Keep the goddess on my side. She demands a sacrifice. Drain the whole sea. Bring something shiny. This is hungry work. Take me to church and I'll worship like a dog at the sign of your life. Ace of Wands. Yeah. All right, so what do they say? I need a different deck. Right before they, my point is, right before they end up trying to actually speak to you, you feel them first. You can feel it. I would totally hang out with Jesus. I bet you he would be nice to me. Unlike the rest of you fuckers. Okay? I'm just saying. He will share his bread and I will share my wine and we will be friends. God. It's 3 of Cups. Bro, listen, some ravens up in here have terrified all of the local boys. I don't know how you did it, okay? But 6 of Cups, everybody's a little bit walking on eggshells, but at the same time, it feels like this one likes that shit. They're like, ooh. I fuck with that one. I might get burnt. They like it. They like it. They like a little challenge. And maybe that's what has been missing this whole time. But listen, fellas, we don't have time for that. I am busy. All of the women folk are busy with the kids and the working and the bad bitchy craft. Okay, we're busy. I don't have time to challenge you all day long. I don't want to challenge you all day long. I want for you to be nice to me and mow the grass. What? I feel like this entire episode should be titled, I'll take things that are not rocket science for 500, Alex. The entire fucking episode has been about explaining common decency to human beings. King of Swords. So this could happen. They might reach out to you in the net, or they're looking at you on the internet. The Phoenix, rise again, resurrection, rising from the ashes. That's my point. You've become the feral creature that scares all of the men folk. You're the feral witch that lives in the creepy old Victorian, and all the boys hang out around the gate and dare each other for who can go in there and talk to you because they're all obsessed with the mystery. Here they come, loop-de-loop. Okay? Wow. The Empress, 3 of Wands, 9 of Cups. The Hermit. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so if you feel like you're being watched, it's because not only are you being watched, but you're being fucking analyzed. And it feels like this person upgrades you all the way to Empress. Judgment. 2 of Cups. They are, get rid of YT right now. What's the matter with you fucking people? What's I fucking talking about? You're being analyzed. They upgrade you. Maybe they thought you were only this way. And now they're watching you and they see that you're that way and that way and that way. And the Fool and Queen of Cups. It feels like they're kind of kicking themselves in their own dragon tail. Like, dude, why didn't I see that before? Why didn't I consider that before? They might get a headache real fast. Do you end up talking to this person? Yeah. There was the page. What did I say? Two cups. Let's get married. No. It's the King of Swords. This could be like 7 or 8. They could be really emotional. Like they might have a tear in their eye and shit. I feel like maybe they feel bad or they are, it feels like on The Grinch That Stole Christmas, Okay, when he was watching the kids down in Whoville be happy with just because it was Christmas and his heart grew 3 sizes in one day. It feels like if you feel someone watching you, that's what's happening. Their heart is expanding and exploding. Honey Badger, I suggest that you rewind to the beginning of the video and listen to my rant in regards to women who scream about their ex that is a narcissist. I believe it might be beneficial for you. Long story short, fuck that guy. Okay, that's the moral of the story. What's the liberty movement? I don't know what that is. Josie, I don't owe you anything. There's 5,000 hours worth of content. Go test that. You don't have to kick them out. I just wonder if people, I mean, 7 o'clock in the morning, everybody's getting up and looking at me while they're in their fucking bathrooms. And they scroll and they start texting. And I wonder if the thought is, oh, this person's going to stop what they're doing and talk to me directly. Even though there's like 2,000 other people here. I'm just saying. Oh, fuck. I only have 10% battery left. I'll be back in the morning, too. I'm on spring break, so. Okay, so that's my point. This is the Grinch that returned Easter. I don't fucking know. All right. Let's get out the dragons. No, let's do the labyrinth. I'm back on my Game of Thrones shit. I usually only watch Game of Thrones in the wintertime, but I love it so much. Okay, this will be overnight. There's Chris, everywhere a fucking Chris. Okay. You know, everybody jokes about the women who have their J stage. What about the women who have the Chris stage? Anybody? What did he say? Chris Kelly. Yeah, you probably were right to put that Chris in timeout. All Chris's must go to timeout. Forever, motherfucker. Don't ask me about my panties. Why do I do this? Okay. Here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so if you wake up, I love this. If you wake up feeling like you don't know what to do, you have helping hands. Do you remember the part in the labyrinth where she falls down the holes and the hands don't let her fall? And she can pick if she wants to go up or down. Everybody's like, put all of our Chris's in timeout. Don't do that. We don't want to anger them. We want to play with them. Okay. But if you wake up and you feel like you are gonna fall, you're not gonna fall. You have helping hands. Whatever that means. If you haven't seen the labyrinth, everybody should go watch it. They are hands that come out and they hold her and they ask her. They're like, do you want to, right? Do you want us to push you up or do you want to go down into the oubliette? I wasn't raised in the bottom of an oubliette. Okay. 9 of Cups, 5 of Cups. There was a Star. the Tower. That's my point. It feels like you're like, oh, fuck, Tower. But you have helping hands, so don't freak out. Changing. It's like swans. Oh my God, I haven't seen the swans in a while. It's a big fat yes. I want to call this the tale of the bodybuilder and the yogi. Very masculine and feminine, both with the same mindset. And it feels like the reason you have helping hands is because you get some kind of recognition from somebody you never thought that you would get recognition from. In regards to your house, hearth, and home. It feels sweet. It looks like a lot of pentacles too. 3 cups. 4 pentacles, see? See, that's my point. It feels like you think that you're gonna tumble. I tumble for ya. It feels like that's gonna happen, and then these helping hands lift you back up. Whatever I mean by that. But it feels like it has to do with pentacles. I don't know, dude. I'm just like, I don't know, dude. Yeah, see? You have all of this worry. Don't worry. There's nothing to worry about. You're going to get some kind of recognition to where you are totally aware that you have nothing to worry about. That you have stability. Yeah, it's like, I'll tumble for ya. Wasn't that when he was dancing with a penguin? I'll tumble for you. All right, this will be right before we come back. My phone is going to die, so we got to cut it. Thank you so much for all the trolls and your contribution to us being back in the algorithm. We always appreciate it. Okay, give our mods a little action first things in the mornings. We appreciate you too. Wait, I'm not ready. Can I get a mulligan? Ace of Cups, Temperance. I feel like something really sweet happens right before we come back. Oh, death. The Fawn. Wow. Unveiling of the Fawn? What? What? What do you mean unveiling of the Fawn? Do you know what the Fawn is? If you're not local, okay, if you're not a Dharma townie, the Fawn is your counterpart. Only you plus that person can make energy as big as this. And it looks like they've been walking around with a shroud on, meaning you've likely been dabbling with your fawn this whole time and you did not know. Well, I'm glad to see you back around, Chanel. The unveiling of the Fawn. Who dat? It's unexpected. They don't fucking feel good. Your swan. It feels like this person, okay, your whoever you're fawn is like another word for like soulmate or like counterpart or divine feminine, divine man. Doesn't fucking matter. Somebody you like. Okay, put that label with it. Someone you like. Someone like you. I am walking the things are weird. This person doesn't feel good at all. And they're like, they have to unveil because they want you to make it better. Wow. It's a loner. They're a total loner. White rabbit. Oh shit. First of all, whoever it is, they don't feel good. And the reason that they're unveiling themselves is because probably they're a little bit vulnerable, where if most of the time they act like everything is hunky-dory, you know, like eh, but now they don't feel good and they like take off their shroud like, yeah, it's me, I'm your fawn, it's been me the whole time, fucking hold me. You're like, what the fuck? Justice, death, Libra, Scorpio, 4 of coin, 10 of swords. The star. I'm sorry, fix it. The Hierophant, the 3 of cups. Wow, you know exactly who this is? King of Cups. I feel like it's up to you. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, the Empress. It feels like you can have whatever you like. It could also be this person is feeling sick because they're being schooled spiritually. Like they have been told spiritually several times to come. Didn't I get that in the very first story? That they were in love with you but afraid to fucking tell you so? Okay, we're still on that. And it looks like the spirit is like, they're gonna hurt their back and hurt their knees and hurt their elbows and hurt their bodies and disable their fucking hands and disable their wallet and give them fucking COVID and everything else so that they will sit the fuck down and listen. It's like if you refuse spirit, spirit will school you. Call it karma, call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. We don't worry about labels here. But have you ever seen someone do something dumb and then every time they walk past a piece of furniture, they clip their little toe? That's called karma, okay? And that's what it feels like. This person has been refusing to come forward correct, and so karma is whooping their ass all day. All day. And they're like, okay, fine. I'm sorry. Hold me. It's a fresh start, and I think it surprises you. What's this part right here? Justice. 3 of Cups. This person is, but the 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords is here. This person is presenting you with everything that you want. They want to give you the works, except the 7 of Swords keeps trying to pop itself. This person has got their hands behind their back with their fingers crossed. Going, yeah, we're totally back to whatever. Everything is great. It's just bullshit. And it doesn't, I don't think it necessarily has to do with anything like cheating and all of this and that. This one is squirrely. They were afraid to tell you that they liked you in the first place. A white rabbit. They like it when you chase them. And we don't have time for that. Hear me now. We're not going to chase you. We're not going to chase fucking anybody. So they come forward like, I don't feel good. Help me. And then it's like, what, you're going to heal them? Then the next day they're going to get up and painting the roses red. We're painting the roses red. No. Mm-mm. Put your shroud back on. You're better in fantasy. Okay. You might need to become a Viking and get on a boat and come across the fucking country. Vikings don't chase, but they also don't just stay either. Colby. There's somebody around, okay, that, oh, thank you, Sassy. There's somebody around that is so attracted to you that it's starting to piss them off. Like, why do you have to, fucking breathe? You're the bane of my existence. I'm trying to mind my own business, and there you sit looking like that, and I'm supposed to not do anything about it. Damn. Every rose has its thorn. It feels like, for whatever reason, this person sees you all the time. And it's driving them bonkers. You're not, I don't think you're doing anything. I think they see you all the time. And it does the bothering. Something here about, do you need any help? Do you want help with something? I think it surprises you because it feels like somebody pulls up to help you with something and you're like, curiouser and curiouser. This person's back might hurt, okay? And they're like, they have like a scowl on their face, but they're like fucking in love with you. Ay, ay, ay. This person might try to come at you sideways or something like that, and you turn around and give them this look. I invite you to try me. Didn't we talk about this? What happens to those who fuck around? You mess with the bull, you get the... Didn't we talk about this already? Anyway, it causes them to shut their trap real quick. Real quick. And they're like... It feels like there's no other woman on the planet who can handle them like that. They might have a mouth. They might just be a fucking person who has no... Like, there's a Sagittarius filter where we're unfiltered, but it's funny. Okay? And then there's people who are just fucking mean. And they say mean shit. And that's just their attitude. And it feels like you're not going to fucking talk to her like that. What did you just say? Did you walk all the way over here and say that to my face? It doesn't feel threatening either. It feels like, the fuck did you just say to me? And that man or whoever it is that thinks they're going to talk to you like that is like, oh, fuck. Whoa, I've never been checked on my mouth before. My bad. We're good. That's the thing, okay? Once you start to elevate, becoming spiritual or bliss or whatever your path is, we don't do labels here, the ascension thing, okay? Part of becoming an ascended person, okay, it doesn't mean that you become a punching bag and that you're just going to turn the other cheek every time a bitch tries you. A little sage, a little hood. I wish a motherfucker would. Okay. But you can do it in a calm and pleasant manner without acting trashy. You can say what you need to say to people. Just turn around and look at them. Excuse me? Your face can do most of the telling. Some people just don't realize when they've crossed a boundary because nobody had ever fucking tried them before. You know what I'm saying? All right. Ace of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. Tower. Wow. Tower. Wheel of Fortune. 9 of Cups. You are leaving this time frame satisfied, stoked, happy, pleased. 10 of Cups. Ace of Rods. I feel like somebody is, if you were like, they were like, well, they put in some effort and you're like, here's B for bare minimum. See you next time. And I think that they're like, bare minimum. It's that same thing where nobody's ever called them out for being a fucking shitty ass boyfriend. B for bare minimum. What the fuck? And then they come back around more correcty. They come back correctier. Okay, Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. There's your A for effort, my friend. Just like that. Now do that on repeat forever. And ever. And in the next lifetime. In the next lifetime. And the next lifetime. This is not laughter, it's anxiety. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Okay, so get your readings. It says Sundays, but fuck it. We'll do it whenever you want because I'm off. I'm going to be wrapping up all of the things, and I would like to bring back the weeklies in a hurry. Okay? I'm sure you guys missed those. All right, I love you guys so much. We will be back on in the morning for sure for a moons. And then probably Tuesday morning for another one of these. Okay, but I'm going to do the weeklies. Libra, Aquarius, Sag for sure. Okay. Everything else you need to know is at dharmajane.com, and come hang out with us on the Raven's Nest. Links for that is in the box below. Have a good morning, you guys. Happy Easter.